spice and a twist of lime. Get your groove on, let's have a funky time. Get down. Welcome to the Supersize Sunday Show. Hey now, where the fun don't stop and the vibes just flow. Come on, shake it, break it, don't you fake it. Oh yeah, get your comic fix, let's celebrate it. Stash of your favorite mags. Boom, boom. From heroes to weirdos with their crazy rags. Laugh out loud till your sides do ache. Every strip's a hit, no mistake. Welcome to the Supersize Sunday Show. Hey now, where the fun don't stop and the vibes just flow. Come on, shake it, break it, don't you fake it. Oh yeah, get your comic fix, let's celebrate it. Collectors, your night for mighty cheer. Cheap thrills abound, there's no need to fear. Flip through the panels, feel the joy inside. Woo! Comic crew, this ride's our pride. Yeah! Welcome to the Supersize Sunday Show. Hey now, where the fun don't stop and the vibes just flow. Come on, shake it, break it, don't you fake it. Oh yeah, get your comic fix, let's celebrate it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Supersize Sunday Show. Cheap Comic Collector here. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Glad you're here. On Sundays we do a little bit of everything. We look at a Disneyana item. We look at we do a comic book spotlight and go through every page of the comic book. We we'll create missing pages to make a comic complete for my collection. Add comics to the sales site. We go through a box that will be part of the claim sale on Saturday. So lots of stuff happening on Sundays. I hope you can stay tuned. If not, check it out later. And yeah, we're just going to get started. We're going to Disneyana Station. Screwed it up again. All right. So today we're looking at another snow globe. This is one of my favorites that I had kind of forgotten about. It got buried on the table in the living room where I do a lot of my paperwork and stuff for my business. And this one is Pinocchio. It's got Monstro the whale there. He's swallowing Geppetto and Pinocchio. And it's really kind of hard to get a good look inside of there. The liquid is one of those where it's like a kind of almost a orangish brown type look to it. And unfortunately, despite all this being like a luminescent, they did not make this to be a light up glow. It does have a switch, but all it does is turn on the blower to make the sparkles inside the globe glow. It doesn't work very well anymore. It does run, but it barely moves the glycerin that's in there to shake it up. It doesn't, and it also does not play music, unfortunately, because it seemed like this would be a cool one to play music. But it's a cool globe nonetheless. I'm gonna switch over to the other camera so you can get a better look at it. Give me a second. There we go. So yeah, it's got the inside the globe is extremely detailed. And unfortunately, you just can't see it that well, even in person. It's got the big water bubble there that gets in the way, and then it's got you can see Pinocchio and Geppetto in there really easy. But if you look real carefully, there's a fishbowl with Cleo jumping out of it, and then Figaro is back here behind Geppetto on the floor there. And of course, Monstro is very well detailed too, but being a whale, he doesn't have a lot of detail to him. And like I said, unfortunately, it doesn't light up. It doesn't play music. This is such a great globe, and it could have been just, it would have been perfect if it had lit, if this base had lit up and it had played a song, but it didn't. I think I actually bought this one off of the website. So I may have paid full price for this one, but if I did, I probably used a gift card or something to get a discount, or if it was free, maybe I was spending money that was gifted to me. But such a great globe. It is almost impossible to keep clean because you can't get in there to brush off the dust or anything that's growing inside on the back side of that globe inside the mouth. But you need a little, very small, almost like a Kleenex or something to go back in there with. But very cool, a lot of fun to do that. And I hear my mom calling. All right, comic book spotlight. We have today Giga #1, and this isn't a comic I would normally be interested in. It got this from Jim Sandman Mystery Comics at one of his sales, and it caught my attention because it looked like it was done up like an old Marvel comic. But it wasn't, and the art's not real bad. It's not real good, but it's not. It's got kind of that cartoony adventure look to it, so it's not. It's readable. I can tell what's going on. It's fine. It's just not done in a style that I appreciate very much. However, that's not why I bought it. I bought it because it's got a glow-in-the-dark cover, and I am a sucker for a glow-in-the-dark cover. So let me turn these lights off. And it is kind of a dark day out, so hopefully this will work pretty well. Oh, still got a bright... Oh, that's actually from the laptop. Let me close the laptop lid a little, see if that helps. Well, if I close it, then I can't see it, so I can't tell if that helps. Oh, geez. All right. It doesn't look to me like it's glowing all that much. And at first, I didn't think it was a glow in the dark cover after I got it, but because I couldn't, when the light, I couldn't get it to shine up. But as you can hopefully see, it's got a little bit of glow in the dark around the lettering, which is a cool effect. And then the robot has light up effects. as well. So I was hoping this was energized better than what it is, because I've had it sitting here for a couple hours under the light, but doesn't seem to hold it very well. Maybe that's because it's still in a plastic bag. I don't know if that has an effect or not. But anyway, hopefully you can see that pretty well. If not, I apologize. Best I can do under the circumstances. There's no way for me to block out more of that light. So that's what we got. And I'm just going to turn the light back on so we can see what I'm doing. I'll go back and see how that turned out. But yeah, well, we didn't go through it actually. It's written by Alex Packnettle. Artist is John LaRouche. I guess he's the artist and the colorist, would be my guess, since it says John LaRouche, an artist colorist underneath his name. I think this is from like last year when I looked it up, but the small print down here where it gives that kind of information is completely unreadable because they did blue on blue, and it just you just can't read it. It's impossible. But like I said, the art it's okay for a modern comic. It's not that bad. It's got a style, and I would say it's acceptable. I was actually a little impressed by the art because it was better than what I expected it to be. But like I said, I did this strictly as a cover buy, so but it does look like it could have a pretty decent story in it. And I just got this in today, actually, so I haven't read it yet, so I don't have any opinion on the story. Oh, this is the next issue here. And it looked like there were 5 issues published, but over the course of a few years, so I think it's very much independent people working on it and publishing it whenever they have one done. So, but it's a cool cover, you know. And this is, I don't believe this is the standard cover. I think this is a alternate cover. So, variant, they're called, as you know. And let's move on, shall we? What's up? Let's do Chillin' with Cheap. All right, so this is, we don't have a whole lot of room left in the boxes, so this is going to be a kind of a shorter segment for this, and there's reasons for that. One of them being that you'll have seen it by now if I do it, but I'm planning on doing a live episode of the Sunday show. It should have been last week, because I filmed an episode, put a bunch of issues in the boxes, and the episode's gone. It was unusable for whatever reason. It said it downloaded okay. I thought it was fine, so I erased the recording from the EVMux site, and then when I went to load it later, like a week later, onto YouTube, it was unusable. Wouldn't play, wouldn't do anything, even though it looked fine. So if all goes according to plan, last week I will have had a live show going through an entire box, long box, adding an 8th long box to the Blogspot site of comics that are for sale, $2 a piece, free shipping, $1 if you're a channel member. They are the link is in the description. So yeah, if you want to check that out, feel free. Appreciate that. And you can always build on your stack of comics. The shipping is free if you have at least 10, but I don't make anything at 10. It basically just pays for the shipping. So feel free to grow your stacks, let them get big. Ideally, probably 50 to 100 is my best for me, but not necessarily best for you. And we're all about you. So whatever you want, we will do. And these are not bagged and boarded, but they will be when they ship to you. So unless you ask me otherwise, there's a couple people who say don't bother because they know it costs me more to ship, and they're just going to rebag and board them when they get them anyway. So, and I do reuse the bags and boards that I get in. They aren't new bags and boards. I can't possibly afford to do that at these prices. So let's get started. We have Outsiders number 14 from the 2040 series. 2004, and Knock Knock Who's Dead. I tend to misspeak a lot on these Sunday episodes. I don't know why. Number 13, The Return of the Fearsome Five. A little bit of a different look for them. Redesign. Number 7, Who Am I? Well, you look like you're Metamorpho. I don't know why anybody would be asking that. Number 6, First Blood. Superman Wonder Woman number 2. I actually have finally completed this series, so you won't be seeing as many of these come through the sales anymore. Trinity number 6. Blackest Night number 3 of 8. Adventure Comics 513. Legion of Superheroes. Black Lightning number 13 with Batman there. Number 11. Excuse me. Number 10. Number 9. Number 8. Number 7. These are great action covers. Number 6. They went maybe a little overboard on all the lightning and explosions, but the art is very well done on these covers. Number 5. Oh, everybody died in that one. Number 4. Number 3. And number 2. And here we have The Black Lamb, number 5, from Timothy Truman and Sam Parsons from DC Comics Helix label. I don't remember what the Helix label is about. Probably creator-owned stuff since it's Timothy Truman. Here's a fun one. Bizarro number 3. The Good, the Bad, and the Stupid. Kind of art they got in this. A cartoon, but that's what it should be. Nice. Bedlam number 6. Number 11. He looks scared. Berserker Unbound number 2 from Dark Horse. Kind of a Conan type cover. I'm not sure what's going on with his belt there, though. That's weird. Batwing number 1 from the New 52. Batmite number 6. That weird claymation cover. Batgirl, number 14. Batman Nightwatch, number 4. Avengers Ultron Revolution, number 5. Nice Hawkeye cover there. And a magazine. This is Bleeding Cool, number 9 from 2014. So there you have it. Those, I'm going to try to squeeze those into box 5. A few issues may end up in another one if they don't fit into number 5. So, like I said, the link is in the description below if you want to grab any of those. And what's next? Oh, my favorite. Missing pages. And we're actually doing 2 this week. This is the one I did last week on the Lost episode. So just wanted to show you guys that. Brave and the Bold. It's Batman and Hawkman 186. It was missing a page. Somebody had cut out a page inside. Got great Jim Aparo art in here. It has both the penciler and the inker. Dan Mishkin and Gary Kahn teamed up to do the writing. And this is the missing page here. It was just ads. But I love house ads, especially this one. And unfortunately, whoever scanned this particular comic tried lightening it up so it wouldn't be brown around the edges. We actually like it brown around the edges so that the color matches the book you're inserting it into. But I understand why if I'm probably the only one that feels that way. But in lightening up, they kind of muddied the pictures and so forth. And plus you got the bleed in from the other page that was on the cover comic of they scanned. You can actually see that on both sides. That's not from me doing it. That's just the scan that was available. So anyway, I cut it to fit, and that did the color bleeding, and I talked about this in the Lost episode, which nobody got to see. Did concern me somewhat because it made me wonder if these pages that I print might not, under certain circumstances, rub off or come off on the newsprint in the comic that they're being inserted into. But only time will tell and provide me an answer to that. It would maybe have to get wet. I don't know. Not too concerned about it because after all, they're incomplete comics to begin with. They're not really worth anything. So they're just, I like things complete. That's all there is to it. And then this week we have Wanted number 2, the world's most dangerous villains. And this looks like a fun issue. It's in rough shape. You know, it's got whatever this is. Looks like maybe tape residue or something. Somebody colored in the 2 gray, and then there's green on the 0, and there's marks up here and so forth. I don't know. There's this yellow thing all the way around it. I don't know if that's supposed to be there or if that's something somebody did. But anyway, it was missing the centerfold. But this reprints some great stories. Batman story from number 25 in 1944. It's got the Joker and the Penguin teaming up. More than likely, that's the first team up between the Joker and the Penguin, I would think, being that old. So cool. I haven't looked it up to verify that, but that seems likely. And these are the pages I printed. You got the record ad in the middle, and then the letters page, and the beginning of the Flash story with the Trickster. And this one does not actually tell. Oh, there it is. Flash 121 from 1961. is where this is from. And these looks like they'll fit really well. It looks like the patina is a pretty close match. And this comic is from 1972. So Flash Story was printed about 11 years after it first appeared. But we're going to get the cutting board out, trim those up. And hopefully you guys aren't too bored with just watching me operate a cutting board. And I haven't had any complaints about it. I was expecting people to have a fit that I was trying to do this, but it seemed to be the certain people really appreciate it. So we've continued doing it, and I would continue doing it anyway. I just wouldn't do it on the show. And hope you're all having a great day. Hope Sunday's going well for you. Hope the weather's treating you right. And life is generally good. As we all know, it's never great all the time, but some days are better than others. I hope this is a good one for you. Shift it on me a little bit there. There we go. Yeah, something's... Oh, that's just the way it's printed. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, and what's this? Oh, well, I screwed that up big time, didn't I? How did that happen to me? One of the pages was not centered. Huh. All right, well, that's my first failed attempt. I will have to print those pages out and try it again. Oh, well, can't win them all. Unfortunately, I deleted the pages because I thought I was all set. So I'm going to have to go back and get them again. Otherwise, I'd just print them out real quick and do a little bit of editing and print that out. But, oh well. This is going in the garbage. And this will go back in. This one will go into the collection, and this one will go back on the pile yet to be done, which is getting quite large, quite frankly. All right. Well, too bad for that. Let's go on to the big finale. All right, so we got the box right here, and we're still working our way through those boxes that I made up out of 3 larger collections, so it's gonna still be a while getting through those. If you want to see what I've been getting in recently, you need to check me out on other people's shows, because I don't have time to do one of my own. And I generally just pop up on my friends' shows and show what I have gotten in recently. In fact, as I film this tonight, I am planning on jumping on Matt's show Heroes for Hire Comic Club, so shout out to him. And should be checking out his channel. And I got some cool stuff to show tonight that I got in today. So starting off with this box, we have Shadow Pact number 9, the Demon versus Blue Devil and Shadow Pact. We've got number 10. Looks like Zatanna's in that one. And Sovereign 7, number 17. You don't see the later issues of this one very often. I have no idea why that lady's naked. And what the heck is that? Alright, we have Impact Comics Crucible, but this was stuck in the bag. It looks like part of a toy, like a snap-on, like ammunition vest for something. I don't know what that is or why it was in here. Unfortunately, it damaged the comic because now the comic is all bunched up. I don't know where that came from. It's nothing I own, so just didn't notice it was in with the comic, I guess. This is Crucible number 1, 1993. First issue. And I think this was basically like a 4-issue series, something like that, where they kind of wrapped up the Impact Comics line at DC, although they did use those characters again later. Excalibur number 56. Great series if you never read it. Kind of a fun X-Men series. Silk number 18. Seems like I haven't read a whole lot about her, but she seems like an interesting character. Thick square-bound Superboy Robin World's Finest 3. This is number 2 of the 2-issue prestige format series. Doesn't look like that one's ever been opened. Scar, Son of Hulk, number 3. You son of a Hulk. Number 4. Number 5. And number 37 of Marvel Comics Presents. This one's worn. It's got quite a few spine ticks on it. But where else are you going to see a dragon tied to a railroad track with a locomotive coming? It says featuring Lockheed and Widget. And so I know Lockheed is the little... Oh, Widget's probably this thing here, whatever that is, some kind of little mechanical thing. I thought maybe this guy was Widget, but anyway, it's got Black Panther too. X Factor number 16. Journey into Mystery 520. And these are all comics that will be going into the sale on Saturday. This one features Hannibal King, Vampire Detective. The sale on Saturdays are $2 a book, free shipping for 10 or more. But you can build your box. X Factor 91, I believe whatever that is on the cover. Yeah, there's some chocolate or something on there. And nobody ever gets the X Factors anyway. Yeah, there's something going on there. Let me see if... I haven't had much luck using the Abserine lately, but we'll try it. Get out a new piece. Maybe I'll have better luck if I use a new piece. No, not doing anything. Let me see if it'll come off any with a razor blade. Since it's a damaged book at this point anyway, I don't have a problem doing this. And now that seems like it's pretty much there to take up residency. Alright, well, Got a lot of X Factors lately, so there's a good chance there's a better looking one around here somewhere. Maybe even in this box. We got Justice, number 8. Alex Ross. Great series. 2 of those. X-Men, number 43. X-Men 43. X-Men 42. X-Men 42. X-Men 73. X-Men 72. I remember her. I had the issue when they introduced her, and I thought, man, this is getting weird. Number 47. And Blue Beetle, number 10. A Legends crossover. And something I don't have very often, Poison Ivy, number 3. And number 4. Cool covers. Nicely done. Supergirl, number 28. Supergirl versus Spectra. And Zoriel is there as well. Supergirl 37 with Young Justice. Supergirl in the clutches of Young Justice, number 36. Uncanny X-Men 289. Nice, pretty clean copy of that. It does have some blue ink smudges or something in here a little bit, but it's a nice and white cover. Uncanny X-Men 312. And Red Robin, number 25. Another series I don't get a whole lot of in usually. Versus the Black Bat. Is this the Black Bat? I thought this was Batgirl. Did they try changing her name at some point that I'm not aware of? Some more Red Robin, number 10. Guest starring Batgirl. Okay, well, then that's Batgirl. But this was a Batgirl, too, I remember. Number 2. And here's a Robin, number 6. Chuck Dixon written goodness. Green Lantern 156. Green Lantern 83. Different series, I'm pretty sure. Green Arrow number 16. The Archer's Quest. This is the 2002 series. And this is 19. And Justice League America, number 28, with Guy Gardner and Ice going out on a date. And there's 2 copies of that. Here's X-Men 2099, number 2. Birds of Prey Manhunt, part 3 of 4. This is number 3. So I guess it's a mini-series and not part of a regular series. I'm not sure. There's number 2 and number 1. So yeah. 1, 2, and 3. No 4th issue, at least not in this box. Battle of the Planets, number 2. Remember that show. And what is this? This ain't a comic book. This is a book. Look at how thick this sucker is. Exo Man of War Retribution Valiant trade paperback. Oh, and there's a comic in there. Is what? Oh, it's sealed in a poly bag. And oh, it's not completely sealed. There's a split here at the corner. I don't see any cards or anything in there, but somebody may have, if there were, somebody may have cut it open to get those out. I don't know. But anyway, you got XO database number 1 in there with that. No price on this. Says it's from 1993, so I assume that was poly bagged with this. I'm just going to leave it in the poly bag. I was going to open it and see what's inside, but since it's poly bagged, I guess we'll just leave it in there. And we have a Flashpoint series, or no, what have I got? I'm not sure what I got here. We got Flashpoint number 3, Dead Man and the Flying Graysons from 2011. This is number 3. Number 1, is this a full set? I guess this is a full set. This looks like a fun series. I love these covers that are on this series. So I got 1, 2, and 3. Yep, full set of those. I don't think I've seen number 2 before. That's cool. Really like the covers they did on these. Very circus posterish, which is a style I've always enjoyed. And I can't seem to get that back in there. There it goes. And am I seeing double? I am seeing double. There's 3 in here as well. I'll just verify that it's what it's supposed to be. And yep, 1, 2, and 3. So 2 sets of that. That's awesome. And oh, here's some people are going to fight over. Looney Tunes, number 109 from 2004. It's our hysterical history issue. Wow. Can I name them all? Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Marvin Martian, Foghorn Leghorn, Elmer Fudd, Tweety Bird, of course, Sylvester, Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote. I can't see a face on that body. Who is that? Well, there's Pepe Le Pew. And I don't know who this dog is. That might just be like the dog that interacts with some of the other characters sometimes. And I can't see good enough to tell if that other thing. Oh, that's Henry Hawk back there, I think. He's just wearing a suit. Not sure about that dog. Oh well. Then we have Richie Rich Money World, number 17. That's a cool cover for Richie. Unfortunately, it does have staining throughout here, like he's actually, that's not art, that's actually damage to the book. It fits, but it's there's actual damage on there. Sad Sack Laugh Special, number 73. Madame Xanadu, number 1. Wow. Oh, there is a couple spine ticks on it up here by the top staple. Oh, and there's some wear up here. I was going to say, man, that's a gorgeous copy, but there is some wear once you take a better look at it. It just looks really good in that plastic. Justice League of America, number 220. And for some reason, I put that in the sale. I guess I had kept so many books, I felt I needed to put it in the sale. So that's the end of the box, which sadly almost brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. We do drop a new video every day of the week. So I am bound to see you soon. Bye.